Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Natique here in Elk Grove, California, and NatiqueYarns.com. Coming to you live, and Boss Lady is home.
She's back, friends.
I am back. I had the most amazing trip. I thought there's so many funny things, but one of the things that I thought was the funniest is when I was placing orders, people would write Danielle Courier, Boss Lady. Like, it's so ridiculous. But I had fun. I met up with Calliope from Anzula Yarns, Dinah from Knitting Place. I'm so excited about what I've ordered. We are private labeling some yarns. We've got linen, 100% linen coming. That's stunning. Some cottons, some cashmere, lots of really amazing yarn.
Oh, you know what I figured out that we could totally sell based on people's requests of what they thought the grand prize should be? French butter.
Oh. Okay, Pam.
We need a little mini fridge. You know how the hardware store has pies?
Figure out how to distribute that. So I'll look into it for you guys.
Right? Like, you know how the hardware store has pies? Right. We can have a little mini fridge, like a wine cooler size mini fridge down here.
Yeah.
With French butter.
Maybe next week I will bring in some French butter and a baguette so everyone could sample it. I'm willing to part with one. I didn't bring as much as I would have liked. You just end up running out of space. People had asked me about how I packed, so I will do a quick little video. I'll put together a video of how I packed going there and what it looked like coming home. I bought no other souvenirs except for food, right? And there was a point, I went to a jewelry store in Bruges and I was like, oh my God, this is beautiful. But I was like, too expensive. You know, you guys know jewelry's kind of my thing. So I almost bought myself something and then decided not to. And I instead went to the store and bought some Belgian butter. So I bought 2 things of Belgian butter. One for my daughter, one for me. Don't tell the boys, but they don't deserve it. They
won't care as much anyways.
No. And then I bought my favorite French butter. Then I went to the most amazing grocery store. I can't even think of what the name of it is, but people say it's the best grocery store in the world. They had a butter section and a cheese section, and then you buy it, and then you get it vacuum sealed to get it through customs. Because then you can't smell it, right? So
because you're not supposed to take food out?
I'm not saying you can't. There is a certain cheeses you can't, soft cheeses you're not supposed to take. And I did tell him I'm going to America, and he's like, oof, you can't take the good ones. I said, just pack the good ones. I'll try it. I'll see. I'm willing to gamble.
Do you have any spare packaging from the not good ones that I could repackage them?
So I bought... I didn't find the butter that I really wanted. Supposedly it's the best in the world. But I found one that looked similar. So I bought some of that. I don't know. Maybe I have 5 or 10 pounds of butter. I bought French flour. Because I will say, this is interesting. I get indigestion really easy. I've had my gallbladder out. And I didn't have it one time when I was in France. The entire time. And I ate really good food all the time. I was eating desserts. So then I'm like, maybe I'm sensitive to things in our food, which is causing it. So I brought back 10 pounds of flour. 2 different kinds of flour.
How much did your suitcases weigh?
I'm sure it wasn't over.
Even without a tip? Be like, it's not over.
You can't tip there like you can here. So I ended up with my carry-on. That's where I put all my food. And then I pack compression bags, and that's where I put the yarn and really smashed it down. And then I have a foldable bag. And I ended up checking both of those because I have learned the hard way don't schlep your stuff through your, you know, if you have a layover, it's just heavy as all hell. It's uncomfortable, then your back hurts. And then I also have my big bag that I carry, so everything was full, chock full. It was just, I mean, it was really fun. I've had lots of emails from everyone, so thank you. I for sure am going to plan something for next year. I have a meeting next week with a travel agent to get something on the books because I want to travel with you guys, and I think you'd love it. You may not want to travel the way that I do, so it won't be exactly like how I do it because I stay at Airbnbs, and I'm going to tell you, 7 flights of stairs. The way down, the second one. So the first, I stayed in the Marais district, which is it used to be like, they called it the Jewish Quarter, but it's beautiful, really friendly people. And so I stayed the beginning of the stay, I stayed there, and then I asked the guy, can I just extend it? Because I went to Germany for only a couple of days, and I thought it's worth, I mean, this is stupid, but it's worth paying to have it while I'm gone, just so I could leave my stuff there, so I didn't have to schlep everything, right? And he had something else open, but I couldn't get my stuff there, so I ended up schlepping all my stuff to Germany. But on the way, his other place that I rented was on the main drag, which there is a cathedral there. It felt very James Bondy. I mean, it was a tiny little door and rickety ass stairs. Rickety ass wood stairs, like little tiny people probably climbed up these stairs. And so I got to the top, and I'm by myself, and I am dying, like my heart rate. I've got a lot of stuff at this point. And it's a beautiful, in Paris standards, it's like the penthouse suite. It's beautiful. It was at the top. It even had like a metal grate. Instead of like blinds, you pressed a button and metal came down. I don't know, for security. But it's a really nice area.
Because somebody's going to fly a drone through your 7-story window.
But here's the problem.
That is very James Bond.
Halfway. So you either had to have that whole thing down, or people adjacent could see into your apartment.
Oh.
Right?
That's weird.
But on the way down, both my bags probably weighed about 50 pounds each. Plus I had my carry-on. So I literally would take one down, walk up the stairs, pick up another one. And then I had to like go down a flight, walk up, bring another one down. It was crazy. But I did it. Everything made it.
I think I might just, at that point, just roll my luggage down the stairs and hopefully it makes it.
You can't.
Like, just chuck it?
No. I was like, could I, because I have done this at my house before, because I have a 2-story. I just threw it over. Like, how bad could it be? But everyone lives off of this staircase, right? I'll take pictures, you guys. I mean, it was like an adventure. It did have a heater, so that was nice. Had they had just remodeled this one, so it was really nice. So don't worry, on our trips, we're not going to do something like that. That's just when I travel by myself.
Yeah, no 7 stories of spiral staircases, please.
No, Claudia, I ate whatever I wanted. I came home, I lost 7 pounds. And, man, I just need to live in Europe, apparently.
Or live on a 7-story with a non-working elevator.
You walk everywhere, eat whatever you want. It was a great, great, great trip all around. At the end, I wanted to extend it because it took me probably a week to get into it's okay not to be super busy, which that's how my life is. And so I finally got into it's okay to relax, and I had like 2 days. So maybe next time I'll extend more a few days, maybe to 10 days or 2 weeks. I'm not sure. But because you're already there. So it's like, what's a few more days? As my staff is like, no.
We're used to it. We can roll with it at this point.
Yeah, you guys, you guys.
Like, we were fine.
It wasn't like when I was in China and you couldn't get a hold of me. Now it's very easy. I loved that I could get on Facebook with you guys that one day.
Yeah,
Even though
like
it was a horrible connection.
Like it was
that
terrible,
exciting.
but it was awesome.
So I'm like, okay, we got to figure that out. But I have amazing yarns are coming. Let's see, I ordered from 2 Italian mills, a Portuguese mill, which I love that. They're just the nicest people. I could have spent more days in Cologne. Probably I'll have to stay more days next time. It was fantastic. I loved it. I loved everything about it. I just think Europe's pretty amazing. I mean, I love America, don't get me wrong. But, oh, the worst thing about going to Europe, everyone wants to talk about politics. So,
like they want to talk about our politics?
Yes. So now...
Well, yeah, because we're like a reality show to them, I think.
So afterwards, when people ask me, I would say I was Canadian. There's someone at the door.
I like that you're Canadian.
Yeah.
You're like, no, because Canada really doesn't have any crazy politics going on, do they?
We already have podcasts.
Oh, okay. How's everything going?
It's okay.
Just okay?
Yeah, give your card.
All right, so...
All right, thank you. Not in a bad way, but...
Quick interruption from Comcast trying to sell us Comcast when we already have Comcast. They really don't have their records very organized. I was just telling them how Comcast is trying to sell us Comcast when we already have Comcast because their records are so great.
I'm like, I got complaints. He's like, oh, Lordy.
He's like, I regret knocking on your door. Run, run.
I don't know. I'll keep telling you guys more and more about what it was, how great it was. But it really was. I mean, I do nothing exciting. I mean, I did postcard pairs for you guys. I didn't see the Eiffel Tower at night, which that's probably one of my favorite things. But because of the civil unrest in Paris right now, I'm going to say there was a moment I did, probably twice, I did not feel safe. And I was on the metro. I went to transfer. There was no transferring. The line was closed, probably because of the protest. I get up. And I'm like, wow, there's a lot of people there, and there's a lot of police. And I start walking in the way to my place, and then I realize I'm literally with the people demonstrating. Here's what I love about that, though. French people, if they don't agree with it, they demonstrate, and I can appreciate that, you know. I didn't want to be in the midst of it.
Right.
But, yeah, it was that. That's the first time I have felt unsafe. And it really wasn't like they were going to hurt me. I just wasn't sure what was going to happen. So I end up getting back to my apartment number 1. And literally they're a half a block away. You could hear tear gas going off. For the most part, it wasn't. Only twice in probably the 8 days I was in Paris did I see it. There's lots of spray paint everywhere that monuments have been spray painted on, which, you know, I mean, here's the thing. I do like that if they don't agree with something, they fight for it. So, I mean, that's one positive.
You just prefer to not be in the middle of it.
Exactly.
Because you never know when a peaceful demonstration goes from peaceful to not so much, because one person does something stupid.
Claudia, it was very noisy with the protesters. I mean, they are passionate people. You could hear, like I said, tear gas going off a couple times. And there was a point that I'm walking. This is how my maps is telling me to go straight. And my intuition was like, don't go this way. So I was like, all right, turn around. And then I walk around. I think the most compliment when I'm in France is when people come up to me in French or in English, and they'll ask me for directions thinking I'm French.
Thinking you know where you are.
That means I look like I'm French, right? Which is kind of my goal when I travel. Even the taxi drivers were like, you don't speak French? I'm like, oh, a little. I always say, oh, a little bit. Your accent's good, and you look French. I'm like, well, I am French, but, you know. But so I love that. That's probably the highlight. I would get a kick out of it, especially when Americans would come up and they would try and say things in French. I would answer them back in French, and then I would say, oh, is English easier for you? And they're like, yeah, it's easier.
You're like, yes, absolutely, thank you.
So that was fun.
They're probably so relieved, like, oh, thank goodness we found somebody who speaks English.
Yeah.
I'd have to travel with one of those apps where you can like type in what you want to say and the phone will say it for me, because I'd be in big trouble.
Hi, Joyce. Maria, no trash. I think the news, just like the news in America, they show the worst case scenario. There were tiny little bits of trash, but it was nothing like what I'd been seeing on the news. And I was telling the girls, if where I wanted to go was less than an hour, I walked. An hour walking, I would walk. Otherwise, I would take the subway, and I Ubered a couple times when it was late at night. But besides that, I walked. So I walked a lot of the city. I did not see piles of trash everywhere. There was a couple little spots, but nothing like what the news is saying. So it wasn't smelly. No more smelly than any other big city. I would say my times going to New York was a smellier city than Paris, except for I will say the subway in Paris in the summertime, that you want to wear a mask. It is stinky people. I mean, not just Parisians, I'm just saying, on a subway in the summer, no bueno.
I had that here on a Greyhound bus once. I took a gum wrapper and wrapped it over my nose because I can't do this for several hours.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to make it.
I think, so what else was interesting? I forgot how many French people smoke. Vaping was really, really hot. There was one time I was eating outside and two women, I mean, really pretty women, sat next to me and started smoking. And I'm like, are you kidding me? In my head. I just picked up my stuff and moved somewhere else. Because I'm like, oh, God, who wants smoke on their food? Plus, I'm wearing knits. I don't want my knits to smell like stinky.
We don't want you to smell
morning,
like
Kathy.
We don't want you to smell like stale cigarette smoke either.
Good morning, Nathalie. It was amazing. So I'll talk more about it as I think of things, but it was wonderful. It's real. I really needed it. I've been busy. So being able to slow down enough. I did that trip to Bruges. That was amazing. It was a double-decker bus. When they said luxury bus, in my head, I'm like, please tell me it's not a 12-passenger van, because that would about do me under. I have claustrophobia issues.
Like a Sprinter van.
That's happened with my kids and I. But it was a double-decker bus. I sat in the front seat. So that was fun. We did a tour, a walking tour, and then we were on our own. So that was fun. I did have French fries. They weren't as good as I remembered. But it was a beautiful city. I have way more videos to show you guys. I just didn't want to, be too much more. So I do have lots of videos that I've done. It's easier to do them on Instagram because I kind of like the music with it, but I will definitely post more things if you guys are interested in more photography. There was a point, like my phone was, you need to buy more storage. I had taken so many photos, probably 5,000 photos. I did a spicy mayonnaise, not tartar sauce, but yeah, most people would do tartar sauce. Thank you, Claudia. I love that. That's very sweet. But I missed you guys. I mean, that's the thing. If I could travel with you guys, that seems even more exciting. So I'm excited about the possibilities and really actually doing it, because I think now we could actually do it. So I felt like every city, everything's reasonably back to normal. So we will do a poll on the collective on maybe like 1 through 5 where you'd want to go. And we'll give you guys choices, because I know where I would want to go. I mean, honestly, I would love to take everyone to Paris again, because I think it's just freaking fantastic. But I have other places that I would go to also. So I'm going to move on, because otherwise here I am 25 minutes later still talking. That's the thing, is you don't talk a lot when you travel solo.
True. So then you have a lot of words to get out when you come back.
Yeah. I mean, I did meet up, like I said, I met up with Calliope of Artyarns and Becca, and so that was fun to talk to them. And then Dinah of the Knitting Place. I think it's the Knitting Place. Sorry, Dinah. I don't remember the store name. All I know is she's only open 4 days a week, 3 hours a day. And I was like, what? How does that work? But I love that everyone can run their business differently. So lots of good things. I'll show things to you guys. If you guys are interested in La Biene Aimee being in Natique, it really would help us if you sent an email to them. Because I did talk to her, I sent an email and, you know, got a rejection letter. So every month I'm going to send another email, but it would really help me if you guys emailed them also. So it's not just me saying I want it. I'm hoping in the meantime, maybe we could get her books. I did buy sweater quantity, 2 sweaters. And one's a smaller one. I mean, stuff that we could do in the store. It's like merino. It would be merino cloud and a mohair. But a color work one too. That, oh my gosh, I have so many things to tell you guys. I'll tell you about the trade show later, but that was unbelievable. I was just telling my team, if we could teleport them just for the day, I would love for them to see how amazing the shows are. You guys got to see just some of the displays. It's incredible. The work that goes into that. It's like high fashion knitwear. Just, they have fashion shows. It was smaller than it has been in the past, but it still was fantastic. Anzula was there. Cascade Yarns was there, which is strange to me. Those are the only 2 American companies.
Somebody had Knitter's Pride there because you had that picture with the needles.
Knitter's Pride is not an American company. It's,
okay.
Pro is like a subsidiary of them. So don't worry, everyone who's asking about the rainbow needles. My team, I was like, call our distributor. When are they coming? They're beautiful. I want a set. And I loved the packaging. It's like rug hooked. They're beautiful. They're beautiful. Anna's like, 70s, but it's so pretty, you guys.
The 70s called, they want their shag carpet back.
My God, it was so, everything was like giant. They had like lantern moon 6-foot needles.
Oh man, I thought ours were big.
The tape measures, which are normally like this, right? They had tape measures like this.
Wow.
It just, the displays are fantastic. So it is not, sorry, Lisa, it is not a retail show. If you're looking to go to a retail show in Europe, that would be Ali Pali. It is in October and I will be going. So I'm going, I already told you.
That's the same weekend that's the one that's the same weekend as my balloon trip.
Karen.
Like, oh, Karen.
When you were like, when are you going in October? When I was like, when are you going in October? And I was like, well, there's some overlap there, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Most of my trip is before then, but Ali Pali is that weekend, so I have to go.
The Scarin show will be great.
The Scarin show? That's funny. But I have so many more pictures from the trade show to show you guys. It just, honestly, it was a whirlwind 2 days there, but next time I'd have to do further. So we're going to talk about this monthly grand prize. So I don't know if Anna told you guys, we're going to be doing 1 grand prize a month. And there's surprises in here. And this is what's funny is I don't even know what this is. When I was at La Biene Aimee, I was like, I'll take 3 of those, 2 of those, 1. They're wrapped in packaging.
I want to poke a hole in it so bad.
So here we are. This beauty... Look at, they even have their own. We need tissue. That's our next thing. So this is from the La Biene Aimee pop-up shop. I don't know what it is. I'm going to tell you that. I don't think it's yarn.
It has some squish.
It's got some squish to it.
But it also has a little weight.
And it does. But I don't know what it is. So one person is going to get this. There's also this. I don't know what it is. Like I said, I did not open it.
I don't know what that says, but that's as much hint as you guys get.
And then we do have a skein of yarn. It is not La Biene Aimee because I was going back to buy more, and guess what? They had the nerve to be closed on Tuesday. Monday?
What?
Monday.
They had the nerve to be closed the same day we're closed? So that is unacceptable.
I was going to buy more yarn because I didn't want to schlep it all, right? To Germany. And so I didn't get to buy you guys any yarn. So, and I have sweater quantity. It wasn't anything I could do. But I was like, oh my God. Even though I told her, yeah, you guys, they were hustling it. So we have Twist and Turns, one of our patterns, with Lavender Bloom. It is a skein of Dream and Color in Smooshy Cashmere. Just to give you guys a heads up, Smooshy Cashmere's prices will be raising. If you are looking for sweater quantity, this is the month. May 1st, they're going up.
Stock up now, and we just got all those beautiful new colors that we showed you guys earlier this week.
So that's what the girls were telling me. And then whatever this is, I don't know what it is.
So a pattern, a skein of yarn to knit said pattern, unknown.
And this was about 50 euros. I will say that. That's what I know it is. So we'll say $63, somewhere in that. So I don't know. I don't know what it is. So, and I can't wait because we're going to, if it's not local, they're going to get it like this. Then they'll have to send us pictures.
So we're still not going to know.
We're not going to know.
Because if they're local, they're not even going to make it out of the store before they open it.
Exactly.
Because we're all going to be going, open.
The winner has to pick a photo. And how do they get entered, Anna?
So how you get entered into our grand prize drawing is every time you make a purchase from the 1st through the end of the month, you're going to get 1 entry. It is cumulative, so if you purchase 10 times, you get 10 entries. If you purchase 25 times, you get 25 entries. And it includes all purchases made here in person, online at natiqueyarns.com, and even over the phone with us.
I'm going to say the value of this is more than $100.
Yeah, that sounds about right. If this was about 60 something.
Yeah.
And that's 38,
and
then that's
is.
5.
This is probably like $10.
So, yeah. We're for sure over 100. My math skills say that much.
I got there right when they opened, you guys, and I was like, I'll take this. And she's like, wow, you know what you want. I'm like, I'm a store owner. I don't think about things. I'll show you guys what I got later.
Karen said she's going to buy a mini skein per day so that she gets an entry every day.
That works
Karen
perfectly.
K.
That's right. 1 entry per purchase. So I'm excited to show you guys. I'm excited to see who the winner is. I did wear my Whispery hats. I had so many compliments off of that. So it's lightweight, warm. If you have not knit your Whispery hats, I highly recommend it, and I think it's a great time to start knitting your Christmas items or holiday or celebrations or birthdays. Do 1 a month, and then at the end, you will have great gifts for people you love.
And you won't be pulling your hair out from last minute knitting.
Yes. All right, we are talking about our next one. Heather Bartlemus, we will only combine 2 days worth of shipping. So if you pay for shipping once, we will combine 1 more day for in-store purchase. You cannot do a whole bunch of in-store purchases unless you're willing to pay $9 because it gets very expensive for us to ship. So
plus I run out of room on the shipping station. So
yeah. And also the boxes. It's very heavy to ship in boxes. We prefer doing bags. Charlotte, the apple would look so good on you. So let me explain that. If you guys make a purchase, you pay for shipping the first time, you can do 1 more, but you have to say, hold it. And then it would have to be the next day. We're not holding things for weeks on end because frankly, we don't have the room for it. But you could do 1 other order that's in-store pickup and then we'll combine it, but that's it. And honestly, we're shipping so much that it becomes a logistics nightmare for us. Like, is it being held? Is that, but we want to honor that $9 shipping. Honestly, we make 0 profit on that. That is all. In fact, we're going to end up having to raise it because UPS or USPS went up again. So it's a little crazy.
Yeah, they're killing me.
They are.
It's like a lot more packages are going out UPS now because UPS has not raised theirs yet.
Yep. All right, so we are talking about our daily prize, which this is a beauty. This is one of our patterns called Cristeaux de Glace. I love this one. It is a chevron pattern using a contrast yarn. We used beaded silk and sequins. And we have 2 skeins of Jade Flor de Seta, which is a silk yarn. And this beauty, which is a, is it silk?
I think so.
It's either silk or rayon.
I'm like, oh, right.
Oh, it is 100% silk. So the contrast, you can see in the picture, the peach on the background would be this Flor de Seta, which is like a raw silk, and then this is silk. This is a great prize because this is 100% silk project. And one lucky winner is going to get this one. And how you get entered to win, of course, if you are new, if you've been to the boutique before, watch this live, you guys all know. But if you're new to us, every time you react to the video, you're going to get 1 entry for every reaction. Ooh, see?
Get the lag. Jeez.
That's crazy. And then every comment, you're going to get 5 entries. And then the bonus way is if you hit the forward, all you have to do is share now. Click this, share to your stories. It's easy peasy. And then you have to pop right in and say shared now, shared to my stories. And you're going to get 11 entries for each of those. So this is off of yesterday's video with Anna and Susan. And let's see who's going to be the lucky winner of this prize. Oh, it looks even different. Oh, Jackie Vandenberg. Congratulations, Jackie.
Congratulations,
She's
Jackie.
not local.
So, since you're not local, you could make it a vacation and come stop by the boutique anytime Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Airbnbs.
Yeah.
And you could stop by the boutique and say, can I pick up my prize? And we would hand it right over and probably find out if you're okay with hugs, because it's always fun when our not local peeps come visit us. But if you're not able to do that, then the next time you place an order at natiqueyarns.com, all you have to do is put in the notes section right before you check out that you have a prize, and we will pack it all up together in a pretty pink package and send it on its way. Jackie said, wouldn't I love a vacay? Like, right? Wouldn't we all? I keep getting all these, like, memory video things popping up on my phone, and they're all pictures from the beach, and I'm like, it's about time.
That's
but
what I told Jack.
it needs to warm up first. Like, it's too cold still for sitting on the beach and knitting. Because that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to swim. You have to have a wetsuit to swim here if you'd like to not freeze to death anyway.
Exactly. All right. We are super excited to talk to you guys about this new product. It is brand new. It is actually a, it's for LYS Day.
It's a pre-release.
And this company, has allowed us to pre-release this yarn. I think it's beautiful. When it came in, we're like, what's that going to look like knit up? But it turns out it's absolutely beautiful. And this company every year does an amazing LYS Day inspiration. So here we are. We do have, I'm just going to tell you, limited quantities of this one. This is Merino Artyarns Merino Cloud in the beautiful LYS Day 2023 collection. It is available online right now. Can you tell them a little bit about the inspiration? You're showing the picture,
So,
which is perfect.
It's funny, the way it printed on the label, it looks like an impressionist painting, but I know it's actually a photograph of all these beautiful spring blooms.
The color, it's delicate tones that are artfully infused with bursts of neon speckles, leading to a dynamic edge to this otherwise understated palette. I think it's really a real masterpiece of color, but not crazy. And I am actually wearing a one skein shawl out of this yarn. So you guys can see very subtly one skein. You do, if you purchase the Merino Cloud, you can put in your notes you'd like the pattern and we will send it to you. But this really shows you how this knits up, because a lot of times you see this speckle and you're like, holy crap, that is something. But it is
it's surprisingly subtle.
Yeah, much more subtle than I thought it would be.
You've got really pretty soft muted lavenders and corals and mauve, and then those surprising speckles of like lemon and lime green, rose pink, bright orange.
This really goes to show you, let me open this up. This is one skein. This is how far Merino Cloud stretches. Susan did actually test knit the pattern. It's on a bigger needle. I'm gonna say maybe a 6 or a 7. It looks worsted weight to me, but this is what we like to say about Merino Cloud is a chameleon. It knits up at fingering weight and also at a thicker, you know, worsted weight gauge. Easy lace work, just really pretty. Heather, you're right. It is very Monet-esque. I'm gonna say that was probably my favorite thing that I did, was go to that museum. I love that museum. We have lots of options for other things that you can knit with one skein of it. And we also have 2 other bases that we brought it in. So of course, Merino Cloud goes a long way, but for those of you who are in love with the new silky twist, Melanie, here we are. This is 80% extra fine merino wool, 20% silk. You can definitely see the beautiful shades. I mean, even this is like a rose pink. There's lavenders. It's all kinds of deliciousness in this. A really generous 219 yards. And for those who want a little bit of bling bling, here we are. We have beaded silk in sequins, 110 yards. It's 100% silk with glass beads and sequins with silver beads and silver sequins. And we actually have a beautiful pattern that Susan designed. Is it ready?
To print them a physical copy with no pictures, yes.
Okay, so I need to do some photography.
Yep.
Perfect.
But otherwise, not quite.
And here we are. This is the cowl that Susan designed with slip stitches. It's beautiful. I will try it on so you guys can see. But you can see the silky twist shows off the neons a little bit more, but I really love that. We chose to do the same color, so it's a little bit more subtle. You can see it's hard on camera. Maybe if I wiggle it, you'll see.
You can see all the little flashes.
Yeah. It's a very beautiful, this is not a hard cowl pattern. Lots of knits, pearls, and then slip stitches. And that is 1 and 1. And while we have the yarn available and you purchase one of each of these, we will gift you the pattern at no charge. Once this yarn is gone, then it'll be a paid for pattern on Ravelry. But I'll show you guys. This is a nice, did you knit the whole skein?
Yes.
So this is a one skein. Isn't it pretty though? I wore cowls in Europe. You guys, I brought a wrap, my cashmere wrap, and a cowl. So nice, making circles in the sky. It was just really subtle, but this is soft, silky, and I think there's just enough bedazzling, especially if your jacket's here, that it's a more subtle looking sparkle. I mean, I could easily do a sweater out of Silky Twist. It's one of my favorite yarns.
I mean, after I wore that one from Iris, I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I need a sweater.
Out of that yarn.
Because I didn't want to take it off, and I kind of had a hard time not just, petting my arm all day. Like, it's so soft.
The Silky Twist is really nice to use. I'm almost done with a sweater. I just can't find it. I'm still looking for it. I can't find it. I haven't looked that hard because I haven't been home, but...
And you might have had a 3-nanger yesterday.
I did have a 3-nanger.
It's normally 3-nager, but your autocorrect made it 3 and anger yesterday, which was appropriate because 3-year-olds are usually kind of angry.
Whoa. This would be cute on you. Silky shawl collar one.
All right, I'm using electric slide for the collar.
Oh, yeah. That would be... And don't do the striping.
Like, just do, like, charcoal gray or something for the body of the sweater, and then bam, for the collar.
Is that sewn on, though?
It might be.
It wouldn't be
Although
bad,
you could,
but I'm like, ew.
You could pick up stitches and do it like a knitted on border, though, and that would be way easier.
Because I don't want to sew that on. This is Iris. Is she just the cutest?
She looks cold, though.
It's freezing. I'm sure they're on Long Island. But anyway, so that is the excitement for today. The LYS Day 2023 offerings. We do have limited quantity. I did not order as much as I normally do, just because, I don't know, I wasn't thinking. That's really what it comes down to. I was like, this is it, but that's all we got. And we cannot order more in time for LYS Day.
I think ordering this was right after Stitches,
right,
and
like,
we had Stitches brain. Our brains were not functioning properly for a few days.
So here it is, the cowl. What is the name of the cowl?
We have to pick one.
Oh, okay, perfect. I can't wait to do that. And then I'm going to show you guys a few things. Some great... Oh, here, this is a good one. This shows you the picture, which is what I like.
On a slightly larger scale than the tag.
Is that gorgeous?
I know, I'm like, where is that? Because that's beautiful.
And did they super saturate it? Because
right?
That is some jazziness.
Like, they look like redbud trees, but hot pink.
Yes. Just to let you guys know, I was working with Veronica of Dream and Color yesterday for... I'm just so excited about a sweater that we're going to sell just the color work, and then you can pair it with whatever you want. That would be nice with Merino Cloud too. If the base was Merino Cloud and the color work was that, I'm super excited. I don't know.
Considering I have several sweaters where I've mixed Merino Cloud and Smooshy, I can vouch for it goes quite well together.
All right, let me just open up a few tabs to show you guys some other one skein projects. Because you guys know Iris's specialty really were shawls for a long time, but now she's really into sweaters too. Hi Pam. You know, I thought I'd be able to like do knit, sip, and hook with you guys, but my God, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning for me to do it. I was like, nope. Okay, here we are. This is one. This is Borrego Badlands shawl that can be knit with one skein. That's a good picture of it.
Ooh, look at the fun little diamond design in the middle.
That would be a one skein of Merino Cloud. We have this one. This is 2 skeins of Merino Cloud. It's cute. It's a Mobius. This is another one.
Ooh, that one's fun.
So more plain up here and then lace work under the sea shawl. I like this one. This is the Baltic sea shawl. I love this. She has patterns called the Taj, like the Taj Mahal, but it has that look to it. I really like this one. I think it's very, very pretty. And you could, you know, pop in, the end could be beaded silk and sequins. A little, or your garter stitch could be it also. This is another one, Northern Lights. This is a 1 skein version. You see some feather and fan, some yarn overs. Very, very pretty. Another option, Tulip Gardens. I wonder if that was her mom, because her mom is still alive, which I love that. Here is 1 skein of Silky Twist in a cowl.
Easy ribbed.
Yeah. Wow. Hello.
Oops. See, old married couple. We're already back in the
Here's
routine.
A fun hat out of it. 1 skein of Silky Twist. I love this one. This is
that's pretty.
2 skeins of Silky Twist in a chevron.
That's pretty, pretty.
And then, oh, I'm in love with that one.
Right?
So those are the options. We had something else to share, but I talked too much.
We'll save it for tomorrow.
Yeah. But here you guys can see. I'm excited. I'm excited about the prize because I don't know what's inside it, but
I know. I'm like, is it May 2nd yet?
Right?
Because May 1st, I believe, is a Monday. So
yeah. So there we are, the newest colorways for Merino Cloud or Artyarns in LYS Day 2023. Make sure you save the date. We will have, it is going to be a big day in the store. We have exclusives. I think right now we're at 3 exclusives, new products that we're releasing just for the day. I've designed 2 patterns for it, 2 shawl patterns, and I knit one, and I'm knitting the second one right now, which I'm excited about that. Lots of good things are coming. Our hours today are 11 to 5, tomorrow 11 to 5. You guys know if you have any questions, you can reach out to me at hello@natiqueyarns.com. You're welcome to come into the store, hang out. We do have a class from 12 to 2, but we've got beautiful pink velvet shares. If you just want to spend the day with us or a couple hours with us, lots of beauty here. And Karen has, I know you guys all work on the store. The store looks amazing. Karen's zhuzhed it more since I was gone. I love the Easter basket.
The Easter basket.
And I love the flowers. Those were already there. That's a 1 skein shawl. Both of those are 1 skein shawls that you could do with it. And look at, seriously, look how cute her little, is it a dress or a skirt?
I think it's a tutu.
So cute. I think, Susan, wasn't this Erin's?
And it's funny because people are like, what sweater is that? And we're like, please don't ask us that. That is a 16-year-old sweater. We don't know.
I believe it's Knitting Pure and Simple. But it's so cute. I'm going to show you guys. Let me take the tag off. I know. How could I not?
I wish you guys had feel-o-vision. Like, this is like the part where it's like, this is almost mean. Look how soft it is. You can't touch it.
This is one of the things that I'm bringing into the store. And I'm not in love with the color, but I wasn't going to complain that they gave me a skein. So this is one of the yarns we are bringing in. It is a 78% cashmere, 18% polyester, 2% polyamide, 2% metallic fiber. And there's like little, you guys can see that?
So cute. And a metallic thread.
It's subtle, but it's so beautiful.
And this is where I'm sorry feel-o-vision is not a thing because it's super soft.
I will have it here for you guys to touch it. This is something that will be coming in fall 2023, but it is beautiful. We already have lots of pattern support. I'm going to do a collection with Dinah. We're going to create a collection together. But this is the one ball I bought. I was like, can I have a sample of that? But it's so beautiful. It's crazy soft. It is not Cessia. But it is milled in Italy. But you guys, it is, I wish I could send everyone a yard of it, but then I can't design out of it. But it is so soft.
It reminds me of those little baby balls of the vicuña.
Yes.
Like that's how soft it is.
It's like crocheted. On the most
like
minute
it's a little tiny
layout.
chain.
It's a chain. But so beautiful. I was super excited about this one. It was fun doing it with Dinah because we have different ideas, and then we both were like, oh, we need this.
No, the metallic is not scratchy at all. Like you can't even feel it.
No, not, it doesn't, Melanie, it doesn't even feel like there's metallic in it. Hopefully it's not all pixelated like it is on our side. But
no, that's usually our internet.
Camel is so hot right now. So just little tidbits from the show. Camel, neutrals, and neons.
Neutrals and neons.
Neon.
Polar
crazy.
opposite.
Yeah. So we do have neons coming in.
Yay.
Yeah, I'm excited.
That makes Anna's day.
Yeah.
Maybe not her wallet, but...
Not a ton of it. Well, this one company that I found, the price point's pretty amazing.
Right.
You know? So it's like a mid-range yarn. But, my God.
It just means I'll buy more of it.
They have some beautiful yarn. All right, my lovelies. We are going to show you what we're wearing, and then we're going to head out. I need to drive home so I can bring back my finished shawl for Susan to block. So you guys can tell I am wearing the LYS Day shawl. One skein of merino cloud. Beautiful. Lots and lots of, I mean, you get lots of yardage. 437, you can't beat that.
Right.
Okay. All right, let me turn it around. Thank you, Jackie, because on our end, we're super pixelated, so I can't see it. Anna, of course.
4 triangles tee, 2 colors of merino cloud, 1 skein of beaded silken sequins.
So you guys can see that she put the beaded silken sequins at the top, and then the bottom has the 2 colors of merino cloud. Melanie, this would be gorgeous for you, and frankly, you don't get bored with it.
And there's even a little beaded silken sequins in the sleeves.
You had 1 skein of beaded silk.
1.
This is...
This is 1, 1, and 1.
Yeah, so this goes to show you how much she even did, like, the neckline right there, little beaded silken sequins. This is what it looks like with no beaded silken sequins. And you don't need to put it on the back because who cares? You only want them to see the front.
I'm not looking at that part.
Right? Isn't that gorgeous? It's a cute V-neck on you, too. I love V.
Yeah, and this is right about the perfect V-neck depth for me, too.
It's really pretty. All right. There you go.
This is my perfect V-neck. It's not.
Not even a V-neck.
Well, it has a V shape to it.
It does. This is Earth Orbit that I am in love with. I'm making a second one out of a different yarn. But this 2 skeins of beaded, 1 beaded silken sequins, 2 merino cloud. In front is the same as the back.
For those of you who are interested in a class in the 4 triangle tee, send me an email. If I have 5 people who want a class, I will teach a class on it. It's hard with sweaters because they take multiple class sessions. If we don't have 4 people, it's just not worth the time to give up that much teaching, but I would love to teach that. I believe I did 7 years ago, 8 years ago. It's absolutely beautiful. So send me an email to hello@Natique and put in 4 triangles tee. If I get 4 people who commit to it, then I will teach a class on it. And then I'll finish mine because mine's
Somewhere in the UFO pile.
That's right.
Yours is in grays.
Start over again. Oh my gosh, I have so many UFOs, but that's okay. I'm committed to finish 1 UFO sweater every month. That's what Paris did to me. I want to have more sweaters, so, and I have so many like at 90% done.
They're all at the chop stage.
Yeah, I mean, there's some literally have sleeves, 2 cuffs. That's it.
Yeah, the cuffs one is a little bit like,
find
okay, chop.
No, I know. I could wear that one. All right, my lovelies. It was so nice talking with you guys today. And, of course, I'll be back tomorrow. If you have any questions about my trip, anything you want to know, just reach out to me at hello@NatiqueYarns. I am happy to answer emails just like I did while I was gone. It's a real quick thing for me to do it. But I'm so glad to be back. I can't wait to see you tomorrow and share more about my journey to Europe this year. So we'll see you soon. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.